What is going on, people of the YouTube lands? It's your boy Tuglow, and today we are here with a quick little video. Well, let me not say quick. We are here with a video talking about what servants you may want to have roll for, pull for, re-roll for in the beginning when you start Fate Grand Order. Right now in the startup of the game, if we go to the summons, you'll see that you have some 5-star character options. You also have some 4-star character options. Obviously, the 5-star being the highest tier, that's the character that you want to roll for or re-roll for. Now, this right here is Gilgamesh. That's the guy. He's a limited time, as you can see there. That's a guy that he should be coming back in the future, but if you just got to have him now, go for it and pull for him. But I don't want to talk about him today because I want to talk about the people who are going to be here, even if you watch this video a little whiles from now. So as we see here, let's go ahead and scroll down. Here are the rates for the servant pulls and the craft essences. So we see we have a 1% rate for a 5-star character. We have a 4% rate for their 5-star craft essence. 4-star character is 3%. 12% for the 4-star craft essence, and you can see that there right there. So right now, what I want to do is I want to have these people on the screen, and I want to tell y'all a little generalization of what 5 stars are available, and they're kind of like general overview of what these characters do and how they may fit into your team composition and your overall play style, because there is different types of play style in this game, believe that or not. That's some shit that I do like. So starting off, we have Altria Pendragon, also known as the OG Saber for me and the people on my Discord and people that go to the stream. We we watch the anime, so we just refer to her as OG Saber. So starting off, she has 2 attack cards, 2 burster cards, 1 quick card. She's good AoE damage with her Noble Phantasm, and in a team environment, if you set her up correctly, you put in the right characters, the right units, she can excel very well. But alone, she's average compared to later down the road. Right now, she's in the early levels when you're leveling her up. She's kind of weak, but then she hits this spike where she just like becomes strong. And then she levels off and just becomes pretty good. She can still clear late game content. But there is a Saber that comes out that kind of outclasses her just in general. So until that Saber comes out, OG Saber is a very good roll. Especially right now, that's a very good roll. Any of the 5 stars that I mentioned are going to be good rolls to keep. So, having that said, Altria or OG Saber, good choice. Definitely can't go wrong with her. The next one we're going to talk about is Altera Saber. Another meme, or another, I guess easy way that we remember her is we just call her the Multicolor Pen. And with her, she also has 2 arts cards, 2 burst cards, 1 quick card. And she, at her 3rd ascension, is obviously the best, but she can self-heal. She has a party buff for the party NP buff, and later in the content she kind of falls off, especially like I said with that other Saber coming in. She does kind of fall off. Early game, mid game, great choice as well. She also has an AoE attack for her NP, for her Noble Phantasm, so that's obviously very good to clear levels, clear stages with her. The differences with the OG and the Multicolor Pen Saber are sort of noticeable. The OG Saber has more HP and less attack, whereas Altera or Multicolor has lower HP and higher attack. So if you like to be tanky, go for OG. If you like to be more damagey, go for Multicolor Pen. Both of them are good picks starting off right now. Now the next person I want to talk about is Waver. He is easily probably the best longevity character that you can pull for or re-roll for. Where do I even begin with him? He's got 3 arts cards, 1 burst, 1 quick. He doesn't do much damage, I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking for somebody who does the fat damages and they got a cool ass noble phantasm and you can just whip it out and just like smack it in people's faces, that's cool. But this is not him. Waver is the guy who is literally your support. He's good at getting your team mana. All 3 of his skills can give any character or your team mana. So his first usable skill can grant somebody 30% Noble Phantasm. Then his second skill gives them 10%. The third skill gives 10%. So you can potentially give one character, one unit, 50% Noble Phantasm in 1 turn. It's ridiculous. His Noble Phantasm is an AoE as well. However, it does 0 damage at the beginning. It does apply a curse, so every turn it does 500 damage. But he has a possibility to land a stun so that the 3 enemies that you're facing can get stunned. It has a defense reduction, and then that curse that I was just talking about. So that's what his Noble Phantasm does. He is really, dude, I'm telling you, this guy right here, Waver, or I guess I'm not even gonna try to pronounce either one of those names. Just call him Waver, trust me. This guy right here, whew, he is gonna be fantastic as it goes on later into the game. If you really like to just spam your Noble Phantasms just because you like the way they look, you feel strong, looks cool, this guy, you gotta get him so you can just pump those Noble Phantasms out. He is definitely somebody that you want to use on an arts-based team. Now, going on to, who do we got next? Vlad the Third. So Vlad the Third is a berserker Berserkers are known for doing a lot of damage. If you like the deeps, this is where you'll want to go. So the cool thing about Berserker is in the rock, paper, scissors of each class, the Berserker class is kind of like a give and take. Like, he can dish out a lot of damage, but he also takes a lot of damage. So Vlad the Third has 2 arts, 2 bursts, and 1 quick. He can heal himself, and his Noble Phantasm, unlike the previous people that I've mentioned, is a solo target, single target DPS ability. He can be fit into an arts or a burst team very, very well. As also, just to mention real quickly, OG Saber and Multicolor Pen Saber can also fit into a versatile team. As far as, oh, you're trying to go for a burst team comp, alright, cool, they fit well. You're trying to go for a arts team comp, cool, they fit well. So this Vlad, he would fit into an arts team comp very well, even though he does fat damage and he has 3 arts and he's a berserker. Arts team, man, put him in there very well. He can also kind of be used as an arts generator, Noble Phantasm generator, just because he has those 3 art cards, but that's up for you to decide how your playstyle is. Last but not least is the ever famous Jeanne d'Arc. I don't know how to say her first name, but she is a ruler class, and I don't believe she has any strength or weaknesses towards anybody. I could be completely wrong, but as far as my understanding goes, she's kind of like, she's good between everybody. She, when you are ascending her or limit breaking her or just making her stronger and increasing her level cap. She doesn't need like those little specific pieces like Dragon's Teeth or Void Dust. She doesn't need those. So it's easier to ascend her in the fact that all she needs are the little statue pieces. So she needs like Rider, you know, Archer, Saber, yada yada. She needs a little bit of everybody's pieces to ascend her up to a high level. That's why we're seeing people who have 90 plus Jeanne d'Arcs. A great thing about her, dude, she is a tank! A tank, man! I'm talking about, you like to stay alive and you like to just survive shit. Jeanne d'Arc. You want me to tell you why? I'll tell you why. She's got a party heal on her Noble Phantasm. She's got a party invulnerability on her Noble Phantasm. And once her Noble Phantasm is, once she's ascended, and I believe you just do the interlude strengthening quest for her, she gets a party, she removes all party debuffs, so that's very good. Now the drawback to this is, well, you're like, shit, this bitch is OP. There's one drawback. Before you do that interlude strengthening quest, she stuns herself for 1 turn, but like that's totally worth it if you're giving me invulnerability and a group wide heal. Like that shit's a-okay with me, baby. So she is very good. She also can fit into a very high arts team, Noble Phantasm team. She's a super tank, so technically she can go in anywhere, but she has 3 arts cards, 1 burst card, and 1 quick card. So that's the person that you want to definitely hit up, check out if you're looking for a tanky team. She is also part of the unkillable team. The unkillable team being Jeanne d'Arc, Tamomo no Mei, which is a caster we should be getting in the future, and Waver, the Waver that I mentioned earlier. Put those 3 combined, you might not kill shit fast, but you ain't dying no time soon, baby. I'm gonna put it that way. So that's all I have for the 5-star characters. Those are just I'm not gonna say quick. Those are just a brief. I'm not gonna say brief. That's a generalization. There we go. English. That's a generalization for each of the 5-star characters, and I do want to give notable mentions to the 4-star characters that I believe are role worthy, or are people that I personally like to have in my team, or I think that people should have in their team. The first one being Emiya. Triple arts, pretty good. Noble Phantasm, it's an AoE Phantasm. He also gets interlude strengthening quests every time they roll around, so he may start off weak now, but if you get him early and then you like play him throughout the whole time, he gets stronger every time. He starts off meh, but then he's like, and he becomes good. So that's the cool thing for Emiya. He's an archer. The next person is Heracles. He's a berserker. Dude hits like a fucking truck. If you want damage, you gotta get this guy. He's got 3 burst cards, 1 arts, 1 quick. Another cool thing about him is that later on, once he gets his other skills, he can self-revive, broken as fuck, and he can evade shit, broken as fuck. So this man can burst, and he can deal a lot of damage, and he can also never die if you play your cards correctly. That's the cool thing about Heracles. Tamomo Cat is Tamomo Cat, excuse me, is another berserker that a lot of people are telling me, hey man, you know, a lot of the JP vets in my Discord, they're like, Tamomo Cat's pretty dope, check her out. I didn't really like her just because, like, you know, the way she looked, like, I was like, she ain't that much of a waifu for me. I'm gonna have to pass on her. And basically what they're telling me is she's got fat damage, she's got a personal attack up, her NP is an AoE, but she gets stunned, which kind of sucks. She can restore HP, enhance her burster effectiveness, which basically, she's a fucking damage dealing kitty cat, dude. And if you like damages and you like cats, Tamomo Cat is the 4-star for you. Also, in the long term, as far as content and longevity, she up there. She up there. She also has 3 burst cards. Last but not least, I purposefully saved her for last because I honestly love her to death, dude. Marie Antoinette. She's a rider. which I haven't really talked much about any riders, but I think that she is the best 4-star, and that's just my personal opinion because she's got 2 quick, 2 arts cards. So she can fit into a quick team comp or an arts team comp, which, as you can tell, I have been kind of leaning towards the arts, but I've been noticing different play styles and compositions, and I'm like, dude, I gotta play them all. So the cool thing about Marie Antoinette, she can charm male enemies, which I guess I got charmed by her, and it just hasn't worn off yet. It's supposed to wear off after 1 turn, but like, you know, it hasn't. So she can charm male enemies. She has an invulnerability, and she can self-heal. And I think by the time you level it up to the max level, which is 10, I think that it lasts for 5 turns, and then on the 6th turn, it's only down for 1 turn, and then you can like cast it again. So she's basically an invulnerable tank, which that shit I ain't hating, man. Like, I'll take it, you know what I'm saying? That's really cool about her. Her Noble Phantasm is an AoE, so she can do a lot of damage. You know, depending on who she's fighting against, she can do a lot of damage. It's a cool Noble Phantasm. She like rides a little crystalline horse, and she's just like galloping and destroying all of her enemies as she rides to victory. But Marie Antoinette, I personally believe, is like a top 4-star character. But that is all that I have for this generalization and kind of giving you a look into the 5-star characters, and I think the notable 4-star mentions. Let me know down below who you're pulling for, what type of team composition you want, whether it's a Noble Phantasm based team, crit team, or a burster team, or a mix of all of it, because that's kind of what I'm going for, because why not, dude? Get the best of all worlds. Let me know down in the comment section who you pulled, who you got, who you want, because I mean, it's a new game, dude. It's a new game. This shit is fucking lit, dude. I've been like researching and playing this shit a lot. Like, I really do love this game. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I think I'm close to 600 subscribers, so that'd be really dope. I got something planned for 1,000 subscribers, so check that out. And check out any social media links down in the comment section below. And if you want to become a patron, support your boy at patreon.com/tuglow, where it will definitely help me, you know, continue creating content, continue making videos, streaming, yada yada yada. But that is all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it may be. And until the next video, have a great day, people. Peace out.